Deric and Geoff here, welcome aboard, and here we are with a good chum, Lord Baden-Powell, who started the Scout movement, didn't he, Geoff?
Yep, quite a few years ago.
Indeed, we were in the Scouts, I'm very proud of it. You know who the Chief Scout is? Bear Grylls, you know, he who jumps in icy water. Anyway, today we're going to Brownsea Island, where it all started, where the very first Scout camp happened, and that's where we're going today, isn't it, Geoff?
What an adventure.
Welcome aboard, you're walking with Deric and Geoff. Well, here we are on the ferry, going over to Brownsea Island. Pretty exciting, Geoff, don't you
What an
think?
adventure, Deric.
Back to our childhood. Boy Scouts, we'll dib dib dib. We're top. Well, there's Brownsea Island, Geoff.
Yes,
Coming up there.
it's in the second biggest natural harbour in the world.
It is. The first one's Sydney, isn't it?
That's right.
Yes. We know our facts. Here we are on the bird hides. Wonderful spot, Geoff.
Good view, Deric.
And if we look out of the window,
This is a natural
Habitat.
Not natural, but it's actually built lagoon. The wall was built in the 1800s.
wow,
And they made this lovely lagoon.
you can sit here all day and spot the birdies.
Indeed. Statue, Deric. The cornwood, carved out of wood.
Excellent.
Very good.
One of the natural wonders of Brownsea Island.
Lots of those about.
What a joy. Hi. Now, in 1968, I appeared in this open-air theatre which does Shakespeare every summer in Taming of the Shrew. I played the part of Biondello, servant unto Lucentio. And on this very spot, my performing life began. And Geoff, you came to see me.
I actually did, Deric. Yep. Came across on the boat to see you.
What a privilege, what a joy, what a pleasure. And one thing hasn't changed is throughout the entire performance, every night, you had to compete with the peacocks. And there they are, exactly the
Yes,
same.
here they go, Deric.
This was the auditorium that I performed in 1968. It goes on every summer. It's set up to start in a few weeks' time. Come and enjoy Shakespeare on Brownsea Island. You'll love it. Just do it. Well, we love old churches, and this is a beautiful old church, well worth a visit. And it's nice to kind of stand here and remember all the people in the years gone by who came here to worship when it was a living community. Quite special. Now this is what's so fantastic about Brownsea Island. It's everywhere you go, it's like a different vista. It's very special, but remember, we're on a small island in the middle of Poole Harbour. Really fantastic. It's one place you really must come. And it's so easy. A boat across, absolutely 10 minutes and you're here. You'll see things here that you won't see on the mainland. Well worth a visit. It's going to be a classic. It's a bit like a prehistoric forest, isn't it, Geoff? You can imagine.
Wonderful woodland.
You can imagine dinosaurs creeping up. But there's a comfortable chair to tarry a while.
Tarry a while.
That swamp, Geoff.
Yeah. A bit like the old Everglades.
It is a little bit like the Everglades. It's full of ducks and geese and goodness knows what, and it goes on for quite some way.
Good place to spot birds and ducks and things.
What a joy.
What a privilege.
What a pleasure. We're walking with Deric and Geoff. We're walking with Deric and Geoff. And I think you get the measure of just how super this island is. There's quite a substantial
Yeah.
walk here, isn't
Yes,
there?
it's got a big circular walk plus other little walks intertwined.
Well, fantastic. Now, there's one thing that we haven't mentioned, and that is this is one of the only places in England which has red squirrels. Now, we can't promise to find one because it's quite a nice day today and they kind of keep in the
hide out in the
shade,
sun, yeah.
keep out of the sun. But we'll keep a lookout for them and hopefully we'll see them. But there's a lot more interesting and exciting things to see on this walk, and it's a walk that we very, very, very highly recommend. Geoff, if I'm not mistaken, is that a lake?
A little lagoon there, especially for you actually pay to look around this part of the island. Not much, but it's especially for bird spotters and things like that. There's a nice
Fantastic.
hide there where you can sit and see all the birds.
Gosh, hard to believe that a little island like this should have such a diverse, spectacular look about it.
Yeah, beautiful.
There's a better view of
It's
the...
a bit better. Have the hide there
Yes.
and the lake and the lagoon. A bit quiet at the moment, not much going on.
No. But I'm just stunned that all this on this little tiny island. There's another great view of that lagoon or small lake. It really is absolutely fantastic, and it's worth paying a few extra pounds to go and have a look at the birds there and just see the spectacular scenery. And again, I can't emphasize enough how fantastic this small island is. And it's hard even to believe that you're on an island when you're walking along beautiful walks like this.
You spend a whole day here, lots to see.
You can, a whole day.
And you can go on the beach further around, there's sandy bays.
Hurrah! Let's go to the beach, Geoff. What a fabulous spot. Here we are in the trees overlooking Poole Harbour. Look at this view. Drink it in. It's a joy, it's a pleasure, and it is a privilege. Look at that glorious little beach down there, Geoff.
Just like a little desert island, Deric.
Just like a little desert island, and just if we just move up the picture there, that's Poole Town Centre just across the water there. Look how clear that water is.
See a couple of the Sunseeker boats.
Yes. And the ferry goes over to Guernsey, doesn't it? I think, yes.
That's right.
Glorious. One of the best places in the world, Geoff. Dorset.
Dorset is beautiful.
It is beautiful. What a super place for a spot of lunch, Geoff.
Yeah, it's just about halfway around the island now.
Yeah, and it's
Beautiful.
throwing up surprises at every turn of the bend.
Lovely little beach just below us here. Fantastic.
And a man who was interested in bricks just behind us there. Meet all sorts of people on a walk. Absolutely amazing. And how interesting bricks, Geoff.
Oh, wonderful, Deric.
Well, here we are on one of the lovely beaches on Brownsea Island. You can see how fantastic it is. Look at the view behind us over there. Quiet, secluded. You couldn't
Fantastic.
find anywhere better, could you? Anywhere in the
spot.
country. Look and enjoy. Desert island or what? This is one of the most glorious places we've ever been. We last came, well, many years ago. I came probably 20 years ago, but revisiting it now, it's fantastic. I mean, just look at the view. You could be anywhere in the world. You could be in the Caribbean on a day like this. Fantastic.
The fantastic weather.
Fantastic weather, fantastic day, and a fantastic spot. Just have a look. Okay, what's this?
Just a few steps, Deric. Come on.
A few steps. A few steps.
He's a wuss. Come on. Let's go.
It's the Himalayas.
Well done, Deric. You're doing well.
Geoff,
Great climb.
I thought this was a small island with no hills, no mountains, nothing really, really heavy.
Good stretching the old tendons a bit.
It's a monster.
Come on.
I'd have to say that that is one of the most beautiful views I think I've ever seen, down to that beach and then up to that other island, which I presume is probably what, Green Island?
Yeah, I think it is. Also in the back further out is of course the Purbex.
Purbex, home from home, where we were last week indeed.
Indeed.
And this is the stone that commemorates the very first scout camp in 1907, when 10 lads,
20 lads,
and Lord Baden-Powell struck a camp here, beginning of the scout movement. Wheel, dib, 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 dib. Wheel, dob, 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 dob. All hail the chief scout, Bear Grylls. You don't see that very often, do you?
Usually they scamper away.
Yeah. Yes, it was only a tiny glimpse, but hey, we saw one. Bonus. Well, that's Brownsea Island. Been a fantastic trip, Geoff. Brilliant day, Deric. Really enjoyed it. Somewhere you must go when you come down to this neck of the woods. You've been walking with Deric and Geoff. We've enjoyed having you with us, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.
Bye.
Yes, all right.